Jeep has introduced a new desert-rated Mojave trim into its Gladiator lineup. Here are 6 things you need to know about it. Let's start with the visual changes on the Mojave because everybody in their Jeeps has come up to me asking about this truck. First, you can tell it sits an inch higher than a standard Gladiator. We have the words Mojave written across here on the sticker. We have these two-tone wheels. You can get black wheels as well, and it sits on 33-inch Falken all-terrain tires with mud tires also being available. Now, the Mojave trim gets orange accenting everywhere. You have the Jeep logo with orange accenting around it. It's a little bit hard to notice because, of course, our truck is finished in pumpkin metallic, which is this bright, amazing color that you should totally opt for. And of course, on the outside, we're gonna have our desert rated badge. That's the first time any Jeep has ever come with this badge. Now, I mentioned the Mojave sits about an inch higher than a standard Gladiator, but the real magic is done underneath the truck where these Fox racing shocks sit. Now, these are gonna help keep you stable at high speeds off-road, and they're even filled with military-grade fluid to help keep them cool when you're doing your desert Baja running. Now, the Gladiator might look like a Wrangler with a bed, but Jeep claims this is an all-new platform. It actually shares more in common with a Ram. But what it does share in common with the Wrangler is you can take the roof off and you can take the doors off. Let's see you do that in another pickup truck. So now let's move on to the Mojave's interior, where, like the exterior, they have done a few things to make the Mojave stand out over a normal Gladiator. Now, the theme on the Mojave trim is orange. The Rubicon is all red. So if you get a Rubicon, all of this paneling here is going to be red, but on the Mojave, they've gone for a more understated silver with these orange accents here. You also get a different steering wheel than you're gonna get on any other Gladiator. It's leather wrapped with orange stitching, and it has better thumb bolsters here just to give you a little bit better stability and control over the vehicle at high desert speeds. And if we look on the seats here, we've got Mojave written in orange with orange stitching. We've got the cloth seats, but you can get leather in either black or gray as well. So while we're in here, let's talk about the off-road pages. Now, this is a fun little bit on the FCA infotainment system. Now, other Dodge and Jeep vehicles are going to have performance pages. This one has off-road pages. So you can see in our drivetrain, we can see the steering angle. So if I turn the steering wheel, it's going to in real time show me my steering angle and my transfer case position down here. We've got our rear axle locker, which is currently unlocked because we're just sitting in a parking lot. You can also show your accessory gauges, coolant temp, oil temperature, battery voltage. That stuff comes in handy when you're operating in very hot temperatures. You can also get pitch and roll. So that's going to show you what angle your vehicle is currently sitting at. That's pretty useful when you're off-roading. And my favorite feature is going to be this trail cam. You've got your typical reverse camera, but you also have a front camera. And if I push this little button here, it's going to get sprayed with a little bit of water in case that camera gets a little bit dirty. And as one last bonus feature, I wanted to talk to you about the Gladiator's back seat because there are some cool things back here. If I lift up the load floor here, I'm gonna have a little storage area where I can put my tools. And if you're going to take the roof and the doors and all that stuff off, Jeep has even included a nice little place to put all the bolts. And optionally, our truck for $295 has this cool feature. If I fold down the seat this way, we've got a little Bluetooth speaker. You can see it was made here by Alpine, but it says Jeep on it. It even has the Jeep grill slots here. Just a cool little option. It plugs in there, and so it always stays charged. And when you go camping, you can use this at your campsite. I hope you've enjoyed learning about the 2020 Jeep Gladiator Mojave. Hope to see you next time.